We're here for you.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, Donald Trump has made his first big appointments as president-elect. He's chosen a Washington insider as his White House chief of staff and a maverick conservative as one of his top advisors. ABC's Richard Cantu has more.
In his first big decision as president-elect, Donald Trump named Reince Priebus as his White House chief of staff. Priebus is chairman of the Republican National Committee. Trump also tapped Stephen Bannon, his campaign CEO, as chief strategist and senior counsel. He is the former head of conservative Breitbart News and a fierce critic of the GOP establishment. In a statement, Trump saying, "Steve and Reince are highly qualified leaders who worked well together on our campaign and led us to a historic victory. Now I will have them both with me in the White House as we work to make America great again." In an interview with 60 Minutes, Trump seeming to backtrack, now saying he'll focus on criminal illegal immigrants and the millions of others.
After the border is secured and after everything gets normalized, we're going to make a determination on the people that you're talking about, who are terrific people. They're terrific people.
On the Supreme Court,
I'm pro-life. The judges will be pro-life.
We reject the president-elect! We reject the president-elect!
For 5 days and nights, Trump's election victory has sent protesters into the streets across the country.
Donald Trump has got to go!
Thousands more were out on Sunday.
If he is the elect, then why doesn't he come out and support the whole United States? It's obvious that we don't all support him unitedly.
As for President-elect Trump, he says he's looking forward to the job ahead.
And you've got both houses.
And I both houses, and we have the presidency, so we can do things that are
do things lickety-split.
in a long time since it's happened.
Richard Cantu, ABC News, New York.
Get down! We don't want Trump in this town! We reject the president-elect!
Last night on ABC 7, we gave you a close look at the protests against President-elect Donald Trump in downtown Sarasota. More than 200 people flooded the streets and blocked drivers from traveling through the intersection of Fruitville Road and Coconut Avenue. More than 300 of you shared your opinions of the demonstration on our Facebook page. George Watkins writes, "Wasting your time. It's a done deed. I'm not a Trump supporter, but it really is time for everyone to realize that you can't turn this clock back." Ginny Sprague writes, "Trump was elected by the people. If you can't accept it, move on." Just move. Myrna Kilpatrick writes, "The protest was very peaceful and legal. They have a right to express their opinion." Barry Adams writes, "I think maybe it might be about time Americans organize a counter-protest. Remember Barnacle Bills?" Yes, we do. And if you would like to join the conversation, make sure to like our Facebook page, and you can find that link through our website, mysuncoast.com. A major earthquake rocks the Pacific Ocean overnight, causing significant damage to New Zealand's South Island. Many people woke up to shaking, swaying, and things crashing onto the ground. The quake sent people running into the streets. The strength of the 7.8 magnitude earthquake was enough to crack roads and damage buildings. Residents report the first quake lasted for 2 or 3 minutes, followed by strong aftershocks.
Swaying, having to hold on to things.
Doors were opening and closing. The whole house was moving. Yeah, it was moving. It
creaking.
was creaking, moving.
The quake did trigger tsunami waves, which put the coastline on alert. Earthquakes are common in New Zealand, but witnesses say this one was much longer and more intense than usual. A daring rescue in the water off Coquina Beach today. A boat carrying a family of 4 completely engulfed in flames. A potentially deadly situation if not for the quick thinking of some good Samaritans nearby.
Yeah, it's worse.
Deerfield Beach resident Michael Wilmer was out boating with his family Sunday when he saw this terrifying sight from a distance.
We saw the white smoke coming out, and I said, "That boat's on fire."
As they approached the vessel, Michael's daughter Michaela recalls her father's chilling realization.
And I heard him yell, "I think there's a little kid on board," and that was just like, we were there. We didn't get too close to the boat, though, because you don't want to put our boat in jeopardy.
Instead, the Whitmers pulled within about 15 feet and told the kid, his parents, and grandfather to jump.
They were very excited that someone has finally showed up to save them, although they did not want to jump in the water to get to us, which was very interesting. Finally, after telling them, jump in the water. I think they were very scared. They didn't know what was going on.
Michaela recalls watching fuel spread through the water as she pulled the mother up into their boat.
She was like, thank you, angel, angel, you know, and I just felt so bad. And the little kid, he was like 7 or 8 years old, and he was just crying, and I felt so bad for them.
Once everyone made it into the boat, law enforcement arrived to help manage the blaze. The unidentified victims spent the afternoon with the Whitmers until they were eventually dropped off landside. Michael remains humble about the experience.
No hero. I'm sure anybody would have done the same. They probably would have done the same for me. But I'm glad I could help, and it's always nice to help people.
Longboat Key Police and the Coast Guard both responded to the fire, and no injuries have been reported. Beautiful day for boating, Wendy, but I'm not so sure lighting a fire on the boat was the best call.
Oh my goodness, isn't that a frightening thought? But I will tell you right now, we are looking at fair skies across our region, and if you've been outside lately, it is a beautiful super moon out there, and it is lighting up the night sky. It's absolutely gorgeous. Overnight tonight, we're going to see our temperatures dropping down into the 60s, a little bit warmer than it's been over the past couple of nights. And then during the early morning hours tomorrow, we're going to start to see some clouds coming on in, and we are expecting to see mostly cloudy conditions throughout the day tomorrow. But right now, we've got fair skies, maybe a cloud out there, but you'll be able to see this super moon. It's also pretty mild outside, 70 degrees at this hour with those winds coming in out of the north-northeast. And we'll let you know what this work week forecast is going to be shaping up to be. I've got that in just a few minutes, Adam.
All right, thank you, Wendy. If you're heading out for a late night drive, a road improvement project in Sarasota County may cause some delays. A 3.5-mile stretch of River Road is now being resurfaced between US 41 and I-75. The area is just north of the US 41 intersection and south of Center Road. Another section of River Road is being repaired north of Center Road to east of Venice Avenue. The county has invested more than $50 million towards improving River Road, which connects Sarasota County to Charlotte County. Work is expected to be finished by early 2017. Drivers can also expect lane closures on the Longboat Pass Bridge. The Florida Department of Transportation is repairing the bridge structure on the north end of that bridge. The lane closures are scheduled overnight from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. The construction will run through Thursday morning. FDOT says it will stop the repairs if it causes any traffic delays. As the holiday season approaches, a lot of people want to give back to their community, but can that generosity actually be harmful? ABC 7's Kate Flexter tells us one local nonprofit's take on handouts for the homeless.
Here at the Salvation Army, staff tell us that generosity from the community can unintentionally keep homeless people from seeking the resources they might need.
During the holiday season for us, during the winter time, we have a huge influx of individuals, and those individuals do give.
It's a time for generosity, but when can helping actually hurt? Director of Program Services for the Salvation Army, Chris Johnson, says the top 3 problems facing the homeless are drug dealers, sex dealers, and what's called toxic charity. That's the idea that handouts to the homeless will provide short-term relief, but could actually hurt those in need in the long run by creating dependency.
What that does is it may meet an immediate need for the day. If someone wants to give someone a sandwich, it may meet an immediate need for that day, but what it doesn't address is the complex systems and issues and needs that person has to actually take them from homelessness to housed.
Ashley Havens-Bell is a prime example. Once homeless, she found a home and eventually a job after seeking help at the Salvation Army.
You're going to have a family here. You're going to have people, especially if you have that hope and you're progressing and stuff like that, the staff is going to have your back.
But for her, she says handouts on the streets actually gave her the motivation she needed to change her situation.
It didn't make me want to stay homeless. It gave me faith and hope that someone cares.
She says, though, that wasn't the case for everyone.
Or it depends on the individual. You know, there's going to be people that are immune to living like that on the streets and don't want to change because they do not have hope.
The Salvation Army says the best way to channel that generosity is to give time and donations to organizations that can help. In Sarasota, Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Kate. Orlando's Gay Pride Parade returned to the streets this weekend, but it wasn't just a fun celebration. It was also an emotional tribute to the people killed earlier this year in the Pulse nightclub attacks. On the 5-month anniversary of the Pulse massacre, about 150,000 people came out to send a message to the LGBT community. The parade paying tribute to first responders, the employees of Pulse, and the victims in the attack. 49 crosses honoring those killed are on display at the History Center. Still to come here on ABC 7, the ongoing battle against hunger, looking ahead 20 years to a possible solution to end this epidemic.
Speed, power, and excitement come to ABC 7 Sunday, November 20th with live coverage of the Englewood Beach Waterfest. See the World Championship for the Offshore Powerboat Association with boats running at speeds up to 180 miles per hour. Join Bob Harrigan for complete coverage from noon to 3 on Sunday, November 20th. Or watch on the ABC 7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Go to mysuncoast.com for more info. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Presented by ABC 7 and WENG Radio. At ABC 7, it's all about being here for you. ABC 7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community with a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I'm Alan Cohn. The massive expansion at New College. We investigate how a 40% increase in students could impact one of the state's smallest colleges.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Why wait until the turkey has you feeling tired? The Black Friday sales event is already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokees. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Compass for just $15,999. Or save big on a new Jeep Cherokee starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
In our month-long series, Suncoast 2037, we're looking ahead 20 years at ongoing issues like homelessness and hunger. All Face Food Bank provides food to 51,000 people on the Suncoast each year. Bo Wilberding is with the food bank and believes hunger will still be a problem locally in 20 years. But he is hopeful there will at least be an improvement.
I'm not optimistic that hunger will be solved in 20 years. With that said, I think that the systems that we build are going to make a huge impact on how many children go hungry every night. And it's our goal to make sure that no child goes hungry.
The CEO of the food bank expects to distribute a record of more than 8 million pounds of food by the end of this year. And speaking of food for the needy, another food drive happening right here in town today. Ed Smith Stadium hosting Bowls of Hope today. More than 1,500 people come together to support All Face Food Bank. Families enjoy bread, soup, and desserts provided by local restaurants, and they get to take home a bowl created by local artists. Those bowls are a reminder of the empty bowls they are working to fill with the funds from this event.
It's a very, very worthwhile charity.
And we've come to this event for quite a few years, and it just keeps getting better and better.
The event is always popular in the Sarasota community. This year, they had a sold-out crowd. Sarasota families are coming together for another good cause. Benjamin Gilkey, also known as Benji, is a third grader at Southside Elementary School in Sarasota. The 8-year-old was diagnosed with leukemia almost 2 years ago. He has received intense chemotherapy and more than 30 blood transfusions since that time. His cancer was in remission, but he is back in the hospital undergoing treatment once again. Benjamin's family is looking for a donor for a bone marrow transplant, so they hosted a donor registry drive today at Evie's Tavern.
I registered today to hopefully be a match in the future for someone that needs a bone marrow transfusion.
Our daughter is on a similar journey as Benji, and we just want to show them that we're here.
Well, I have children.
More than 40 people were on the list to be tested as a donor, and One Blood needed 2 buses for testing at the event. And the more that sign up, the better for those, because those blood transfusions can be tough. I mean, I've heard stories of people, or bone marrow transfusions, donating across overseas, like from America to Russia and stuff like that. I mean, they're constantly looking for matches for that type of stuff. So every person that signs up definitely counts for sure.
Well, we're going to shift gears just very quickly. I told you earlier to go outside and take a look
That's
up.
right.
You didn't do it. I'm very disappointed.
I'm sorry.
But I
How
will
could I miss
tell
it?
you, look at this. Look at what you're seeing. Look what you missed. It is gorgeous. You will see it
Yes.
tonight. It will light the pathway home.
But
I
as
will
we said
tell you.
earlier, while this is beautiful, you got to go outside and see it, right?
You really have to go
That's
outside
how you really
and see
enjoy it.
It's about 30% bigger. This is a supermoon, and it is closer to Earth, and as a result of that, it looks about 30% bigger. And it is the last time we had a supermoon like this was back in 1948, and the next one will be in 2034. So go out and take a look at it, because you still can. We've got just a couple of clouds out there. They're starting to affect central Florida. A few showers over the northern Gulf of Mexico as well. We are hoping to see that rain here tomorrow, but there's only a 10% chance of rain in our forecast. And right now we're starting to see a few more of these clouds coming on through as a result of a cold front that's making its way across the state. So that frontal system is going to be really on top of us tomorrow, and we are going to experience it in the format of cloud cover. Sadly, that's what we're going to see mostly. So throughout the day today, we saw our temperatures that managed to get up into the 80s during the afternoon hours. And then by the latter part of the day, of course, we started to see them tapering off. And we actually had a high recorded at the airport of 83 degrees. 58 was the low. Normally we're 79 and 60 degrees, so we're off on both counts. And we are looking for warm conditions once again for the evening hours tonight, with our temperatures only in the 70s right now. 84% humidity, dew point at 65 degrees, winds out of the north-northeast, and we are looking at fair skies for the most part right now, but some clouds are beginning to come on into the picture. So you can see the temperatures in the 50s over the northern part of the state, down through South Florida. Temperatures are in the 70s, and we are sandwiched in between. We're seeing temperatures at the waterway a little bit warmer. Once you move east, we've got temperatures back in the 60s right now. So that low pressure system in the Atlantic is going to continue to move on up the coast, and we are going to see this front starting to stagger on through the area, and it will be responsible for the cloudy weather that we're going to be seeing. But sadly, only a 10% chance of rain is in our forecast. Most of the rain is going to be over the southern sections of Florida and not affect us quite so much. So tonight we've got the supermoon tonight. It's closest to the Earth right now. The next one is going to be in 2034. We've got cloudy and cooler conditions as a result of the clouds both Monday and Tuesday. Drier air starts to move in beginning on Wednesday, and temperatures will moderate a little bit more. So this is what it looks like over the next several days. The coolest weather Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with a warm up and plenty of sunshine by Thursday. Adam?
Sports is coming up next. Stick around.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
It's time to get fit for all the upcoming holiday feasts. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we will challenge each other to a rock climbing competition. And our fitness expert, Kelly Jaco, will be here, and no doubt she will show us how it's done. Suncoast Blood Bank stops by to talk about the importance of donation and test our blood types. Plus, Harry's Continental joins us in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Here's something we bet you didn't know.
nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7.
When we were 300 and grew to 600, people thought the institution would lose its character, and it hasn't. It's just gotten, it's gotten better.
Major expansion for New College of Florida. The plan is to add 40% more students in just 4 years, but will it change the school? I'm Alan Cohn. We'll get the inside story.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7. Your Suncoast News.
Calcium's potential link to preterm births. Details in our Health Smart report.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Now, sports.
The Miami Dolphins facing a tough road test today in the form of Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. Second quarter, 3-0 Chargers. Rivers finds Antonio Gates for an NFL record 82nd time. That's the most hookups between a quarterback and tight end in history, makes it 10-0. Same score, same quarter. Ryan Tannehill with pressure in his face leads Kenny Stills perfectly in the back of the end zone to close the gap to 3. Now on to the fourth. Chargers down 4. Rivers finds Tyrell Williams over the middle, and Williams does the rest. 51 yards. Chargers go up 3 late. Miami would answer with a field goal, and on the ensuing Chargers drive, Rivers is picked by Kiko Alonso, and he's got Green in front of him. Alonso has never had a pick six in the NFL, and his first one wins it for the Dolphins. Final score 31-24. The Buccaneers hosting the Chicago Bears in Tampa today. Jameis Winston feeling it in this one. Third quarter play action. Winston launching one to a wide open Freddie Martino. That's coming up here. Sorry about that. Yeah, Winston dropping back. Lets it fly. Freddie Martino on the other end. Dodgers defender takes it in. Over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns for Winston in this one today. Same quarter, Bears in their own end zone. Robert Ayers, who is off the IR, tracks down Jay Cutler. Cutler flagged for intentional grounding. That's a safety, and 2 more points for the Buccaneers. Then in the fourth, Doug Martin also back from injury and in the game, takes a handoff 1 yard for the touchdown, kisses the end zone. 16 carries for Martin today, and the Bucs roll to a 36-10 victory against the Bears. Well, let's take a look at the play of the day for the Buccaneers. 3rd and 10 on the opening drive of the second half. Jameis Winston scrambling backwards 20 yards into his own end zone, finds a way to avoid the rush and launches one 50 yards downfield into the diving hands of Mike Evans. Shades of Johnny Manziel on that play, although it may be another season before this recovering Browns fan wants to mention that name again. In the UFC, champion Conor McGregor is shaking things up in the mixed martial arts world following his historic UFC 205 victory. McGregor's second-round TKO of lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez makes him the first person to hold two belts simultaneously in UFC history. McGregor knocked down Alvarez 3 times in the first round before eventually finishing him off. Before the fight, McGregor said he had a surprise for fans, and in his post-fight press conference, he delivered, demanding the UFC offer him ownership in the organization as part of his next contract.
Where's my share? Where's my equity? If I'm the one that's bringing this, I mean, they've got to come talk to me now. That's all I know. I've got both belts, a chunk of money, a little family on the way. You want me to stick around? You want me to keep doing what I'm doing? Let's talk, but I want the ownership now. I want the equal share. I want what I deserve, what I've earned.
UFC was sold back in July for a record-breaking $4 billion to the talent agency WME-IMG. McGregor says his demands are motivated by the fact that he will be having his first child in a few months. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Hurricane season is here, and Suncoast weather can go from this to this in seconds. So when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology so that we can bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
Plus, we focus on the Suncoast and track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 58 years old.
For me, it was heart-wrenching.
It takes a toll on everyone. I mean, it's a depressing disease to watch unfold before your eyes.
You just don't see the person's soul's like gone.
This disease just ravages a family.
It changes your life.
The magnitude of it is indescribable.
Now is the moment. If we work together, we can stop this epidemic.
Contact Bright Focus and learn more.
The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, I have an important message. You may be entitled to receive disability benefits through Social Security. You'll be matched up with an advocate who will evaluate your situation, handle your application, deal with Social Security for you, and handle all appeals and hearings. Best of all, there are no upfront fees, so you pay nothing until you receive your benefits. Call the Citizens Disability Helpline today for a free, no-obligation consultation.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
We try not to play favorites here at ABC 7, but this video of a Pomeranian sneezing just tops everything. Rue the Pomeranian knows how to make a sneeze count. This video went viral last year, and BarkPost named Rue's sneeze the top dog video of 2015. The epic sneeze has more than 12.5 million views on YouTube, and Wendy, about half of those probably come from our own newsroom here at ABC 7.
Too adorable. Look at that. How Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Hard to
gosh.
believe that that's even real.
It's a little demonic.
No.
If you watch it as many times as I think we have,
No,
you
not
really start seeing
ever
it
would
from all the angles.
that word would never come into play with that particular video. That is so adorable. Too cute. Oh, too cute.
All right.
Well, remember, there is a full moon out there. Take a look when you walk outside.